How are you, fans? I hope you are fine. It is well with you. My name is Olawole Olalere, Principal Management Consultant, Horla Konsult, cross-border education providers. Today, we want to look at international scholarships or fully funded scholarships, and our focus will be on US, that's United States universities. You see, it is common among people when there is a lacuna in information, you will not be able to move forward academically. Some people will say to study in United States, you must be a multi-millionaire or you must be a child of a billionaire in Nigeria. By the time you convert our money, our currency, naira, to dollars, to study in United States, there's a lot of money because schools that are very cheap in US will be charging 40,000, $50,000 per year. That means for 2 semesters. And if you convert 40 to $50,000 to naira, it's a lot of money, millions. So the parent will say, how can my child study in United States of America? I'm bringing it to you today that your children can study in United States of America through international scholarships or fully funded scholarships. And for your child to qualify to study in America, fully funded scholarship, there are some international exams that your child or your WAS has to sit. And we mentioned it earlier in our previous lectures that we prepare students for international exam, GRE, GMAT, TOEFL, International English Language Testing System, SAT, AP. Now we want to look at what qualify an applicant to get a scholarship in United States. Be reminded that our focus is on United States universities. Now, if you are a school SAT holder, there are various exams you sit talking about AP, Advanced Placement Examination to study in US. We have SAT, Scholarship Aptitude Test, that is SAT. Then at times they will ask you to sit TOEFL or International English Language Testing System with SAT, AP. That means if you're a school SAT holder to qualify for a scholarship. And their required score you must meet. When you meet the required score, you will qualify for full scholarship. But if you didn't meet the required score, then what do? You go for partial scholarship. They can give you 50% scholarship if you didn't score up to the required grade stipulated by the universities. Now we want to look at that's for school SAT holder. Then for graduates, we have GMAT, we have GRE that you have to sit, and at times they will ask you to sit GRE, GMAT with either International English Language Testing System or Test of English as a Foreign Language. That means if you want to go for a postgraduate degree on scholarship and their required score, you must meet. When you meet the required score, it's online. You can check any of these universities online, you will see the required score. And by the time you meet the required score, they will give you either full scholarship or partial scholarship, provided you score the required scores for full scholarship. That's fully funded scholarship. Now, we want us to look at the Ivy League universities in US. Their Ivy League is 8 universities in US. is in the northeastern USA. Those universities which I will mention are known for academic excellence and prestige. We are talking about the Ivy League colleges. We are talking about Dartmouth, Princeton, talking about Yale University, Brown University, Columbia University, talking about Princeton University. Those are the corner universities. They are Ivy League universities. They are known for prestige, and the requirements to get full scholarship to those universities are very high. But with full preparation, our students used to get scholarship to those universities. So then those universities require particular grades. You can check online. Then if you scored the required score, you get a full scholarship to study in US. We have records of our students that scored very high. If you take an undergraduate, for example, they ask you to see if you want to go for undergraduate to get a full scholarship, advanced placement exam, that's AP. You have to sit it. Then SAT, scholastic aptitude test. Scholastic aptitude test, you have to sit it to get it. Then for postgraduate, they will ask for you to sit GRE, that's graduate records examination. Then you either ask you to sit GRE or GMAT, that is graduate management admission tests. Those are the exam for the postgraduate, but you must require score for you to get the scholarship. So if you are now saying that, I can't study in US without money, by the time you get this scholarship, you studied in US, they will give you immediately. You got that scholarship, then they will give you F1 to apply for visa. So that is called it I-20. It will be stated in I-20 that you are on a fully funded scholarship or partially funded scholarship. Let me tell you, if you're on a fully funded scholarship, I'm afraid US Embassy will not refuse you visa. But what do? We prepare students well for the exam for you to qualify. So when you don't have information, if your information gap may not lead you to success. But when you have information on your fingertips on how to get scholarship to United States universities, fully funded scholarship, then you move to US. Then after the scholarship, some may give you, when you're talking about food, talking about air ticket, accommodation, that's fully funded, everything will be granted. And you can apply to all those Ivy. The other universities you can apply to, but my case study is on the Ivy. The other universities too, they give scholarships in US. If you go to their website, you will see the requirement. One of the requirements, extracurriculum activities. Universities in America focus more on your extracurriculum activities. They engage in football, different games, sport activities, Then the requirement, they will ask you to write a letter to convince them, essays, to convince them that you are capable of offering the scholarship. They will search you, find out about you. You have to submit your referees, you fill the application form, and you'll be updated. So we do the application for students. We follow it up to the embassy where you apply for visa. And if you're on that fully funded scholarship or partially funded scholarship, you get into US. So when you don't have that information, you say, I can't go to US without money. But if you look at in academic, those children of teachers in the university, they get scholarship to study abroad. And what happened? You that don't have much money, or say your parents don't have money, how will I study abroad? Very easy. There are other scholarship opportunities in other countries like Canada, UK, and many more. Australia, and many more. Japan, and many more universities. There are a lot of scholarships opportunity all over the world. It doesn't mean that you don't have, your parents are poor, your parents don't have enough resources to send you. But if you are studious and you are determined, you get scholarship to study abroad. Thank you so much. And I know, please, you can listen over to this thing. And if you have any other question, You can get in touch with us on our YouTube. You can get in touch with us on our TikTok account. You can also get in touch with us on our Facebook. Is it the same? When you look at our TikTok account, Facebook, the same name. Thank you so much. I hope you are blessed with this lecture. Thank you so much. Bye.